Hello, my beautiful Gemini friends. Welcome to your love reading here on Daily Divine Guidance. This is for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. My friends, I ask that you please read the disclaimer in the description box below, as well as the prayer we would say during the reading. I now say them before each reading. Okay, friends, before we get started, I do want to give a grateful shout out to our friend Abby. Abby sent me some messages on Instagram. We had a great conversation. She is a Gemini friend of ours. So Abby, thank you so much for all the love and support. We really appreciate you, okay? All right, Gemini, we're going to do a 6-card read here. We have our clarifier deck right here and our romance angel cards over here. This is a projection of energies over the next 4 weeks for you in relation to love of the intimate and romantic kind. Okay, what is it that Gemini needs to know over the next 4 weeks? All right. Now remember, because time is fluid, you may see some reminders of the past, or some of this may have already happened, as well as some energies projecting well beyond 28 days. That's because time doesn't have a real start or finish. It's fluid, and everybody's on different time paths. Everybody's on a different timeline. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get 3 cards for Gemini, please. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. That was fast, Gem. We are also not reading reversals right now. So, oh, you got 4. So this would have been first. Interesting, Gemini. I feel like some of you are... Okay, let's talk. You got the 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. It's funny how we go 2, 1, 8, 9, okay? Anyway, what I see here is that you're wanting more. I mean, how much easier can we say it? I feel like you're having some, okay, listen, Gemini, some of you just are not really ready to be in a relationship, okay? Or some of you are not, I feel like there's a desire for clarity before you enter something. So some of you may even be walking away from a relationship and putting in some work here before you move forward into a new relationship. I'm going to get a clarifier here for this Ace of Swords. So the 2 of Pentacles is all about prioritization, prioritizing your time, multitasking, you know, it's the juggler. So I feel like a lot of you feel like, for those of you, man, he has been coming out a lot. The Emperor. This is Aries card, so some of you may be dealing with an Aries, or you may have your eye on an Aries. Possibly an Aries has their eye on you, Gemini. But the Emperor is the father figure, the authority. This Ace of Swords kind of makes me feel like you are wanting some sort of balance in a relationship that you are either not getting currently, or it's what you want to be a part of your next relationship. And I know that may sound silly, like, duh, everybody wants balance in a relationship, but I really think, Gem, that you're just, it's just not the right time for some of you. Some of you are walking away from a relationship. It's just become clear that this is not the right space, and you have work to do. Like, you've got a lot on your mind here, Gemini. The 9 of Wands is about boundaries. It's about having courage to build boundaries. So some of you may be, we dropped a card here. 3 of Swords, yeah. Yeah, you guys are done. Like, those of you resonating with this, you have been hurt by this person or this situation. You're kind of juggling so many things here. It's become very clear you want this balance, like the Emperor and the Empress, It could also be that it's clear that the person that you're with currently is dominating or domineering over you, and you're like ready to walk. You're going to be walking away from this with the 8 of Cups. You're done being controlled. You're done being like being made to feel less than, is what I feel like some of you are feeling right now. It's heartbreaking for you though. I feel like you've put a lot into this relationship, or you've thought a lot about it. You've wanted this to be the one, it's just not working out. The 3 of Swords is that very painful loss, grief, ending, heartbreak. But that clarifying the 8 of Cups is clear. It's that you are walking away from this pain. You have that 9 of Wands, and that 9 of Wands again is about building boundaries, having the courage and the strength to move forward. But you can see here that this person has a bandage over their head. You want to have that mental clarity. You want your head to be clear before you go into the next situation. Now remember, some of you this has already happened. Okay, right? Some of you this is already stuff that's happened, and you're being reminded that you've done some clearing work, that you've gained some courage, that you've learned boundaries, or you're still needing to learn boundaries. Some of you this may be coming in, and some of you may be going through it right now. But I do see that you are walking away from pain here, Gemini. I know that was kind of a slow start to a quick message, but you're really juggling. And I feel like the juggling here is more about juggling your feelings. It's like, should I stay or should I go kind of thing. But you definitely, it looks like you definitely want out. You want that balance, but for a lot of you, somebody is trying to dominate you. Somebody's trying to really like hold you down. Could be an Aries. It may have nothing to do with Aries at all. Again. But let's see what the rest of this says. What else does Gemini need to know over the next 4 weeks? What does Gemini need to know? 3 more cards, please. So that's 2. There's 1 more. Wow, you guys. We need clarifiers here. We need some serious clarifiers here. You have the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. This is not easy. This is very, very difficult for you. Some of you are just really kind of in your feelings. Maybe the Aries card too is like when you're going to start to clear up. Now, Aries season starts in 12 days, I want to say. So it's just like 2 weeks away. Let me pull this down for you. I want to clarify that 10 of Swords first. Then we're going to clarify the 7 of Swords and then the 9 of Swords. Because all that this row is literally saying, and it's your energy, this is air energy, Gem, is painful endings, okay? Watch your back. With that 7 of Swords, you got to watch your back. Betrayal, deception. This can even be, whether you're being deceived or you're being deceitful. Could be that literally that you're wearing a mask to try and hide from the pain. And then you have the 9 of Swords, and that's about anxieties, fears, worry, nightmares. Like this is really looking tough. This really looks tough. Let's get a clarifier, please, for the 10 of Swords. Clarify the 7 of Swords, please. And dang. And the 9 of Swords, please. Thank you. Oh, my babies. You're going to be just fine. I see what's happening here, you guys. Oh, okay, so here's what we have clarifying these 3 cards. We have the Ace of Cups, so you have now 2 aces, but not just 2, you have 3, because you also have the Ace of Pentacles, and then you have the Sun clarifying that 9 of Swords. Gemini, I feel like you are very, very worried. Are you going to experience love again? Are you going to be able to know the partner If you are going to have love again, will you know that the person coming in is the right partner for you? Will you feel happiness in a relationship again? I think that these are the things that anybody would worry about when something comes to an end, right? When a relationship comes to an end. Maybe, like, again, maybe you experienced all this already up here, and this is how you're feeling now. What we have here is, yes, a new love is going to come in, and it may come in the next 4 weeks. It may be a little longer. I'm not seeing a rush, and I'm not seeing a huge delay. But there is a new divinely guided love coming in here. So this painful ending is bringing in something that's really beautiful for you. You have this 7 of Swords, this betrayal, this deception, this gotta watch your back card being cleared by the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is all about manifestation. So make sure that you're healing from whatever has happened to you before. Make sure that you understand that whatever betrayal you've experienced or deception, lies, the cheating does not affect how you're manifesting or what you're thinking about your next partner or your current partner. If this is the new love has already started, that this could be the same thing as the past, right? You don't want to manifest the idea that this is like a continuance of what has been, if that makes sense to you. Your manifestation abilities here with this Ace of Pentacles it's very strong. I feel like you have a very strong ability right now to manifest your desired partnership, relationship, that this is what's going to save you from this, right? How you manifest is going to save you from being betrayed again, from being hurt again. And it's also going to help you be able to see red flags in that sort of thing. So new love is coming in. Your manifestation abilities are strong right now. And Gemini, for those of you that are having worries and sadness and fear, like I almost started crying, about whether or not you're going to be happy again, if you're going to find love again, if there's going to be anything out there for you, any kind of connection. Gemini, the sun is shining on you. The sun is yours. You have the happiest card in the deck. Really right now, manifestation is bringing in whatever it is that you are desiring or not, right? Because if we're backward manifesting, we're concentrating on what we don't want instead of thinking about what we do want. You want to make sure that you are focusing on the good that you are receiving rather than the things that are annoying or disturbing or whatnot. You don't want to focus on that. You will be happy again. You will have love again. I mean, you have the Ace of Cups and the Sun card right here. It is coming in for you. You just have to take a moment, clear your head, find your space, your freedom. You have to feel the pain, my friends. If you haven't already, you have to let that go through it. Know that this connection coming in is not the same as the last. I mean, you guys got this. Mental clarity is coming in. You won't have to juggle anymore. I really don't feel like you're going to have to juggle. You're not going to be dominated or, and you know, I know some people have a preference for that. So if there was a lack of that and you have a preference for it, it'll come in. If you don't want to be dominated, it's going to stop, right? Whatever you manifest. Let's get 3 cards really quickly for you from our Romance Angel deck. One fell out on the floor. We all know how much I love to drop cards. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This is huge, you guys. This is part of that manifestation, concentrating on the good, the positive, on what it is you want in a connection. Be passionate about it. Feel it. Feel, you know, the joy and the harmony and the connection and the alignment. See the person in your head. Pick out the color of their eyes. I mean, you can really draw your soulmate in. Yeah, see, okay. Express your love and codependency. I think the codependency here, it says addictions are affecting your romantic life, and then express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. That's going to come in. That's something that's coming. But the codependency here, I think, has to do with kind of the mess you are healing from. You're not going to be codependent anymore. I'm going to get a tarot clarifier before I close this out on that Seven of Pentacles. You guys, manifestation again. So some of you may be dealing with a codependent partner currently, or the past situation had a codependent partner and you don't like that. You don't want that because you don't want to be tied down. We've talked about that. Not that you don't want to be in a relationship, but you want your freedom as well. You don't want to feel like you can't go out with your friends, or you can't go on a vacation by yourself, or you can't go to the store without your partner right on your ass with you. You don't want that, and that's that codependency. So whether you struggle with codependency or your previous or current partner does, the Seven of Pentacles here is all about long-term success and manifestation. So just kind of come into the space and like figure out how to release that. If it's your energy, if codependency is your energy currently, how do you become more independent in the sense that you don't need a partner to bring you the sun, but you know that the sun, or you know, a partner will add to your sunshine, right? It'll clear some of the clouds away on a semi-cloudy day or something like that. Gemini, it's a lot of healing happening here. There's some decisions that you're going to be making over the next couple of weeks, possibly. Again, timeline differences, it's different for everybody. But there is love coming in. There is a new beginning here, one that is clearly communicated with that Ace of Swords. It's bringing in a lot of happiness. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. Just work on your manifestation. It's very, very good. My Gemini friends, I hope that this resonated well with you. If it did, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us get the message out to more of our Gemini friends. I'll be back next week with your finance reading, so stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, everybody.